These are the sort of topics I really enjoy getting stuck into because it allows me to use both of my sort of areas of expertise, my time as a sports coach and now a darts coach here in my office in Daventry, and also my experience as a player. And you know what? I was having a throw recently and it got me thinking. While I was having a throw, I was thinking, is darts exercise? How many calories would I be burning in an hour's worth of darts? Now, it's interesting because you will be burning calories. Everything we do is burning calories. We've got a natural calorie burn, which is made up of lots of different things, movements, thermal effect of food. That's just the way in which our body digests food. Everything we do, from walking down the stairs, we're burning some form of calories. So I am going to be burning calories while playing darts. But what is interesting, what I'm thinking about here, is what sort of training are we doing? Now, we can see here I've got a regular pattern, 1, 2, 3 steps to the oki, 1, 2, 3, and a mini one on the way back. So I'm doing 7 steps. Now, what we first of all got to consider is training zones and how in which we train as a person. We have different ways of doing that. We have continuous training. That is sort of us going out on a walk or doing a jog for one pace over a period of time. We have things like fartlek training, which is where we vary the level of intensity. We have aerobic exercise, flexibility, strength training, all these different sorts of things. Which one does darts fall into? The honest answer is, I don't think it falls into any of those categories. Obviously, as a definition as such, as this is a that or this is a that. But we are exercising, we are moving, we are burning calories, so we're doing something. So when we relate this now to training zones, where does this fall within a training zone? Now, to find your sort of training zone, 220 minus your age will give you sort of your maximum beats per minute, and then you're doing a percentage of such. Around about 60% is your fat burn zone. Now, not only am I walking, but I'm also moving my arm and throwing and propelling an object. Is this going to get me into my fat burn zone? So me at 38 years old, it's 220 minus 38, which is 182. 60% of 182, which will be roughly about where my fat burn zone is for me. Am I burning fat whilst playing darts? The answer, I'm going to say no, because I don't run at over 100 beats per minute playing darts. Now, some people will get higher up when the sort of mental side comes into play, but we're not looking at sort of the anxiety and the mental effect on the body. We're looking at the physical effect on the body. So we're not getting ourselves into that fat burn zone. So what exactly are we doing here? So we are walking, which is resistance of body weight. So this is going to be different for everybody, because if you're 10 stone or if you're 17 stone, there's a heavier resistance on the body, and the chances are the heart rate is going to react differently to that form of walking and exercising. But the fact in which we're taking steps and stopping and taking steps and stopping, certainly in a game where you're going to be standing behind your opponent, traditionally not doing too much, I think in a game the calorie burn is reduced. So what is a calorie burn for 1 hour's worth of play? Well, I've done a little bit of math and worked it out. For me, I've worked it out to be around about 120 calories per hour if I was practicing and playing by myself, based on this being a low intensity, light exercise. I don't even put this light to moderate in regards to calorie burns per minute. We are looking at light only here. So I wanted to check this, and I wanted to confirm this off against a few things. I found this great little calculator here on fitday.com, where you can put your weight, your height, your age, your sex in, and you can get your results, which suggests my calories burnt per hour based on my weight and my height is 123 calories. Now, again, I know there'll be people in the comment section say, well, it's a little bit off, because what if you weigh 203 pounds of muscle rather than 203 pounds of fat? Body composition does matter, I know. This is purely just a guide. My working out said about 120 calories. This guide also says 123 calories, so we're getting somewhere here. Around my height, around my build, 120 calories seems to be consistent for 1 hour's worth of darts. So continuing to dig, we've got Nutra Check here, which sort of judge a lot of activities in regards to the burn of what you'll get over a period of time. These are saying for 60 minutes it's slightly less at 108 calories. However, you can see in the small print, this is based on a 65 kilogram person. So again, lighter weight, different body composition will change the amount of calories that a person burns per hour doing the activity, which this at 108 calories for a 65 kilogram person again backs up my claims that somebody like myself will be burning 120 calories per hour. That is 3 now resources, my own check, and 2 off of independent websites that all suggest 120 calories is the key number. So in summary, having a throw, is it exercise? Absolutely. You're not going to be gaining any cardiovascular, you're not going to be getting any endurance, you're not going to be developing flexibility, you're not going to be developing strength. You are not going to be developing those key components of fitness or exercise. But what you are going to be doing is you are going to be burning some calories, on average around about 120 calories per hour. So when you go down your garden shed and you're getting 3 hours of practice in, just tell the missus, I'm off to do a bit of exercise and I'll catch you later. I've seen it all on Edgar TV, where, of course, you're subscribed to right now.